All right, what's up, guys? Garrett here again. In this video, I just wanted to do some sourcing, like my other videos. Just kind of, helps me be able to explain it to you guys and show it to you at the same time. And it kind of, I like to show, not tell, I guess, more than anything. So let's go ahead and dive into it. Let's see. So I'm going to start on Keepa, on the Keepa Deals tab. I already have like preset deals set up. If you wanted to copy it, it's this right here to the max and the newest. Anyways, I click on that. I have them all saved up here. You're able to save them if you click this little button here, so you don't have to go through it every time. But source through here, I'm always just like looking at hovering over the name, checking out the keep a graph at the bottom right. I think I looked at this one earlier. I'm pretty sure it was an acceptable problem. Oh, this one looks nice. $3.25. Cartooning. Let's see. Only $3 shipping. And it's selling at $29 on the low. It's very good. You can't get much better than that. Let's see. That's 6. So 724. 7.24 at 29. And I probably could get a little bit higher just because I can get the buy box and there's only 4 sellers on it. Let's see what the prime offers are. Yeah, it's at 49. I don't see me getting the sell at 49, but I could probably push it up to like 35 or something, a little bit higher than the lowest price, just because someone's probably going to be willing to pay, $5, $6 extra to get it tomorrow, or, as a prime shipping. So yeah, this is a good one. We're going to go for this. Didn't add it to the cart yet here. Let's see, add to cart. And I am going to have to figure out how to blur out the shipping. So this next page here should be blurred out because I have to change the shipping address to my prep center. And so I'm going to try to get on the editing train and see if I can't do that. Hopefully I can blur that out pretty easily, but we shall see. And now, of course, after I've ordered something, I always have to put it on my spreadsheet. We'll put it at the low, just to be conservative. And then come over here. We found it on Keepa Deals. We purchased it. And then I also have another thing I have to do now. Since I have my prep center, every time I purchase a book, I have to hop over here. And let me pull up my other spreadsheet. Copy, and then I pretty much just have to tell them that I've bought something and that it's coming their way. Pretty self-explanatory. My time is freed out tremendously since I started this prep center. I don't have to be, trying to push through some stupid package on Sunday and, trying to squeeze it all in together. What was I doing? Oh, gotta see if it's paperback or hardcover. Pretty sure it's paperback. Yeah, it's paperback. So we come over here, put PB. And now we're rolling. It does add an extra step. Every time you buy something, you also have to put it on their spreadsheet to let them know it's coming. But that, to me, that's, easy compared to having to spend a whole day labeling and boxing up, books and stuff. That's never fun. And hauling out a 45-pound box out to USPS or out to your sidewalk if you're going to be having USPS pickup. But yeah, this one looked close. We're at $19.98 for the low. Looks like right now the buy box is at 76, which is really, really good. But let's look at the historical data. Just because right now someone has the buy box at 76 does not mean that it sells for that. Looks like back here, it might have sold right here at 74 and then right here at 64. And it has been higher in the past. And it's pretty solid up there. Let's see, is this an acceptable thing? Nope, very good. This guy, the Bahamut Media, I'm pretty sure it's from overseas. I'm not 100% positive, but I think so. They're pretty good at taking care of you though. Like they don't really have great reviews, which is they probably just don't keep up to date with it, because they've helped me out and have given me a refund even though it was well past the date of refunding. Looks like the lowest prime is 76. I feel like we can go for this one just because in the past it's historically been high. Let's put it 1998 is going to be the price that we're going to be buying it at, 1998. And then right here we're getting it at, I mean, I'd say the low would be like, I mean, even down all the way down to 40. Even at 40, probably the lowest we'll probably be able to have to sell it at. It's still bringing back $5 profit. That's not a great ROI by any means. That's not what we want to pursue after. But if I buy this, I'd probably put this up at the 74 spot so that we can try to get the buy box. Maybe I might just match them. I feel like even though right now the low is pretty low, and there's 12 options. There's 1, 2. So yeah, there's only 2 of them that are down there in the teens area. So yeah, we're going for this. Boom, boom, boom. And if I have successfully blurred this out, my editing techniques, I always I keep my, if you're not seeing this probably, but I keep my address, my home address, like the same. That way, if I accidentally send it home, I forget to change my shipping address and I accidentally send it here, it's no big deal. But since I also buy DVDs and CDs, I am worried about accidentally sending a DVD or CD to the prep center, because my prep center doesn't take care of that stuff. Oh, dang it. Forgot to do all the Google spreadsheet stuff. And like I said, it is a little monotonous to have to do that every time, but like I said, comparative to boxing a 45-pound box up, it is nothing. I will do it all day, every day. Let's see, copy, paste, 7, 1. And since I already pretty much put all the information they need in one spreadsheet, automatically, it's pretty easy to come back through and repopulate it over. Boom. And we're done. Moving on. I do have Flip Mine open. I haven't checked out. There's only one book. Because I did source this morning. So it's going to be showing, you're going to see some of the stuff that I've already seen. And I'm not going to waste time on it. Like this, I've already looked at this morning. This, I already looked at this morning. I don't know, radiation therapy planning, $29.91. Doesn't seem too bad. Maybe it's a seasonal thing. Let's see. Possibly has a little bit of seasonality to it. Yeah, this little clump of cells right here in January tells me it's picks up in January, and right here picks up in August. What is it on eBay? What's it selling for? You got $13.39. It's an acceptable, so no. I really try to avoid buying acceptable on eBay, especially when they have a stock photo. I don't trust it whatsoever. When it comes to Amazon, especially with the big conglomerate companies, sometimes they'll mass, label things as acceptable, and sometimes you'll get a brand new book. Not definitely not always. Definitely don't count on that happening because that's very rare. But places like Goodwill will do a acceptable condition book, but it's really not. It's like it's a pretty good condition book. I don't know why they do that, but it definitely happens more with Goodwill for me than with the other companies. HPB, I'd be nervous order an acceptable book from them because sometimes their good books are pretty acceptable. But I've also had it where it's opposite, with HPB, they sometimes they do great. They send you a above their condition book, but I've definitely been a little more cautious with them lately. Let's see here. Only with the acceptables. If it's good, I don't care where they're from. I'm gonna go for it and hope that they're not screwing me over. This book, let's see, it's 26. No. If this was 3, then yeah, but no. Or there wasn't no shipping added, I probably would try it. I enjoy going for those low price books, but I am seeing that, if you buy, one book that's worth $100 and you make, $60 off of that one book or something, somewhere in there, it's a heck of a lot easier to do that than it is to buy 10 books that sell for, or I guess I would say 5 books that sell for 25 or 20, and then, going from there, trying to make your $60 off of 5 books instead of one. There's a lot more work involved. So that's, it's a trade-off. You gotta kind of figure out what your trade-off is going to be. Right now, the reason I'm going for those, low books, especially right now, is because I don't have a whole lot of capital. The more capital I have, the more of those more expensive books that I'm going to be getting. Like recently I bought a $60 book, and a couple of months ago that I would not even have thought about that. But now my money's kind of growing a little bit, and I'm able to entertain those higher ticket items, because I would rather get a whole bunch of more expensive books or products for that matter, and be getting or flowing my money that way than these really tiny margined books. I guess not margin, tiny profit books. Like spending $6 to make $7. That's not. I mean, that's just amazing. You're 100% in your ROI. Everything, but it's a lot of work to get to where you want to be. You're gonna have to buy a lot of those books in order to get to where you're making a living. Definitely takes a while, but with those heavy hitter books, whenever they're really bring you back some money, even if you spent $50 on them, but you're making 40, you're still going to be getting $90 deposited in your bank. That's pretty nice. It's a nice little bump in your pay. Obviously not all profit, but it is nice to be able to spend that money on something, get it back, and then look to spend it somewhere else. Let's see. Oh man. When it comes to these ones, so like whenever I'm hovering over it, it's hard to tell because you can see that there's the used price had been up to 1,000 at one point. So it's really kind of smushing the current prices down to where you can't really tell where they're at. Always take a look. It does not hurt to take a look. Open it up, because now I can see where the price is at. Like it's still pretty high up there. Like right here is 80. Looks like it got to sell at 45 here, and then this sell was more than likely at that 41 price, and that one was at 21. So this is probably not something I'm gonna go for because the lowest is 30. It's not. Yeah, the numbers just aren't there quite yet. But since this $1,000 price is up here, it's squishing everything down and you really can't tell where it's at. Always check those out, because sometimes you'll find a book that's like, oh wow, this is really worth it. And it's mainly because people like you and me are on here and we're looking through here, we're like, no, 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 type of thing, and we just kind of skip over this one. But that's something you want to look into just in case. Sometimes the competition skips over them, in other words, and you don't want to be that person that skips over it. And then, I mean, you wouldn't know, but it's something you can take advantage of, though. This morning I had a really good buying session. I think I shipped, let's see, we got one, two, three, four, five. Oh, okay, so I only had 3 books bought, I guess. But I did send one here, so I had 4 books bought. So it wasn't a great session, but it was really good books that I bought. Right now, I'm trying to avoid buying DVDs or CDs because I don't want anything shipped to my house right now. We're getting ready to go on sort of a vacation to my parents' house. It's not really a vacation. But I don't want any, I don't want a ton of packages showing up at my house while I'm gone. Would rather just buy books, send it to the prep center. This is why I got the prep center right here, so I can go on trips and be gone for a week and not have to worry about a big old mountain of books at my front door. I don't have any people stealing problems off my porch or anything, which is a plus, but I still don't want them just sitting outside. I live in southern Colorado, and that sun will beat you up. And I can only imagine what it would do to packages and books and stuff. I mean, it's also raining and stuff. That's my main concern, I guess. $18. This one looks promising. It sells quite a bit. Apex Media has 10 in stock, though, but it's at 52, so that's not bad. Oh, someone had hopped on it. Yeah. I'm able to see that. I can already tell this is a no book, because right here is whatever price this is right here is gonna be the lowest that you can buy it at this moment. If I looked up here and I saw the price that it was right here at $18.64, then I don't know if I was covering that, but then I don't. If I saw it 18 right here, then I'll be like, okay, I can buy it at 18 at least. But since it says 43 right here, it's a no go. Let's see, molecular cloning. Let's check this one out. See right here, 1655. That is what the price was right here, so I know that it is at the low. And looks like 52, and it did drop right there. 59, 48, 56. So it's around the 50, 51 medium price. And you can take advantage of the buy box here, because it does look like it sells quite a bit. There might be a little bit of seasonality to it, to where it doesn't really sell much in fall. So if I could sell it around the 50s, see, what's that, 21, 22, 54, 22, 54, and I could probably get it at 50-ish. Yeah, see, though, it's not there. Not quite. It's a 4-pound book, too. Woof. Yeah. Now that I have a prep center, it doesn't really matter as much. But I always look at the poundage, because I hated dealing with those big, heavy books, because you have one book that's 5 pounds or heavier, that's really reducing the amount of books that you can put in a package, because you're only able to send, you can't send in a package that's heavier than 50 pounds. That's a problem. You can't do that. I wouldn't want to do that anyways. You ever tried to pick up a package that's over 50 pounds? Woof. Colin Chapman, The Broken Crown, Manuel Pilgrim, Professional. No, no, nothing. And this is just kind of how it is sometimes, where you'll just be like looking at a whole bunch and you're not finding any hitters. Don't get discouraged with that. That's part of the game. What what you're really wanting to hone your skills on is getting as quick as you can to the no. Like, when you can just look at it like this and know that the Keepa graph is a no, it's not quite what you're looking for, it gets pretty easy. And I think that I'm a little, I guess, subject to skipping over ones that might actually be a go, My criteria, I would consider it being a little strict. Um, I, you know, but I also, there's not too many books that I buy anymore. At the beginning, there definitely was, but there's not too many books that I buy anymore that don't sell eventually. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm more want books that sell rather than sit for so long. But I'm not. If the money is right, if there's a big enough, gap in the, or not gap, if there's a big enough margin in there for me to take advantage of, I will take advantage of it. Like this one right here. This one looks pretty good at $6.13. Looks like the last selling was at or above 50 and then at 50. Looks like it's only sold twice in the last year, I believe, is what they're showing. And this might be an acceptable book too. Yeah, see, 66, 49 right there. So yeah, this book does not sell very fast or very much at all. Let's look at this. And that's an acceptable book. This one's at good. This Momox is definitely overseas, and sometimes they don't ship the order, which gets annoying. But doesn't look like there's any FBA. It's all FBM. Let's see, what's this? 6, that's 9. So 10, 12 would be what I'd have to pay. 10, 12. And you gotta sell at 49, 32, 17 back there. Man, it just really does not sell. But see, look down here. See how the used offer count is just going crazy all over the place? It tells me that there has to be more sales than what's showing, I would assume. But I could be wrong. I think I'm going to go for this. I mean, there's 2 sales in the last year, which is kind of bad, but there's no FB or FBA, so I feel like no matter what price I put it at, as long as it's not stupid high, I should be able to get the buy box. So, yeah, I think I'm going to go for this. That going. And I think I'm going to close it off right there, just so that I don't have to do any more editing than I want to. Because editing is tough, I'll tell you. But thanks for watching, guys, and we'll catch you on the next one. Later.